How are you cultivating your soil? Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, November 20th. This is episode 74 of Fearless Fridays. And as always, I welcome you to the show and I thank you for joining me. Whether it's your first time or you are a return watcher, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you and I love you for tuning in every week. So this week I want to talk to you about something that I've kind of talked about before, just kind of on the flip side. If you've been watching for any amount of time or if you've gone through some of the videos, maybe you have heard me talk about planting seeds and how our words are seeds and we are planting them. When we speak them, we are planting seeds and we have the ability and the power to bring those seeds into a full harvest. We have the ability to make our seeds, make our words manifest into a full harvest in our lives. And so that's something that I've talked about a lot before. But what I want to talk about today is kind of the flip side of that. And that is about how you are preparing your soil, how you are cultivating your soil. You can plant a seed in the ground, and if the soil is not right, for whatever that seed is, or if the soil has just not been prepared to have something planted into it, the seed might not necessarily harvest the way you think or the way you hope or the way you desire it to harvest. It's not just about putting a seed in the ground, but it's also about what's in the ground. Have you cultivated the ground? Have you tilled the soil? Have you put nutrients in the ground that will help that seed grow and flourish and bring new life and manifest? And so what I want to talk about today is, how are you cultivating your soil? How are you cultivating your soil? Yes, your seeds are words, but your heart, your mind, your spirit, your psyche, that is soil. And the way you choose to cultivate your soil is going to determine whether or not your seeds manifest the way you want them to manifest, whether or not they harvest and bring forth the fruit that you want them to bring forth. Now, when I say cultivate your soil, what I mean by that is, what are you allowing into your space? What are you allowing into your heart, your mind, your spirit, your psyche? What thoughts are you allowing to run around in your mind and take root? What things are you watching on TV, movies, television shows, news programs, gossip shows, reality TV? What are you listening to? What kind of music are you listening to? What kind of messages are you listening to? Are you listening to inspirational messages like Fearless Fridays? Are you listening to, podcasts and things that help you grow spiritually and things that help you grow intellectually? Are you listening to those kinds of things? Or are you listening to things that are negative? Are you listening to music that's vulgar? Are you listening to things that do not add nutrients to your life, to your mind, to your heart, to your spirit, to your psyche, to your soul? What kinds of things are you allowing to permeate you? And is that cultivating your soil in a way to bring the kind of harvest that you want to bring from the seeds or the words that you are planting in your life? It's not just about saying good words and saying affirmations and speaking positively, because you can say all of those things and you can speak positively, but if the soil is full of negativity, you might get a little harvest, but it's not really going to be that great. In order to get the harvest that you want, you not only have to plant the seeds of the things that you want to see in your life, but you also have to prepare your life, cultivate your soil, so that when you do plant those seeds, or when other people plant those seeds within you, those seeds of their words, of their prophecies, of their thoughts and their visions into you, that the soil that's in you is full of nutrients and full of life, and it is well prepared to bring forth the kind of harvest that you want to see in your life. So again, I ask, what are you doing to cultivate your soil? Are you tilling the soil? Are you breaking up the hard stuff? Are you breaking up the hardness in your heart? Maybe that's unforgiveness. Maybe that's anger. Maybe that's bitterness. Those are hard things in your life. And you got to till the soil. You got to break up the hard stuff in your life and get rid of the rocks and get rid of the weeds and get rid of the twigs, so that when you plant seeds, that soil is ready to take the seed, to care for the seed, to nurture the seed, so that the seed can then do what it's meant to do, which is sprout and harvest. So make sure you're tilling the soil. Make sure you're searching your heart, searching your mind, searching your spirit for unforgiveness, for hatred, for anger, for malice. This year has unfortunately given us many opportunities to hold on to a lot of that negativity. This year has shown us a lot of hatred, a lot of anger, a lot of malice, a lot of greed, a lot of things that are not beneficial to growth and to expansion and to positive living. This year has given us a lot of that. So check your heart and make sure those things have not been allowed to harden your heart. Make sure that hate and greed and anger and fear, make sure those things have not been allowed to harden your heart. And if you find that there is fear there, that there is anger there, that there is hatred there, that there is anything there that is negative, if you find it, till the soil, break it up, get to the bottom of the reason for it, decide to forgive, decide to walk in love, decide to walk in joy, decide to be happy, decide. And that's how you can till the soil and break up those hard things, so that your soil is ready to receive the seeds of the things that you want to see, so that you can bring forth an amazing harvest. It's not just about the seeds that you're planting, but it's also about how you are cultivating the soil. If you're living in your fear, your soil is going to be full of fear. If you're living in anger, your soil is going to be full of anger. If you're living in hatred or unforgiveness or any of those things, that's what's going to be in your soil. And again, that's about the things that you watch, the things that you listen to, the conversations that you have. Those things aren't just seeds, but those things are also cultivating the soil of your life. So be mindful of that. How are you cultivating your soil? Thank you so much for watching and for listening. That's what I wanted to share with you this week, and I hope it blesses you. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Gobble Day. Happy Thanksgiving. Whatever it is you call it. Happy Day of Gratitude. It's coming up next week. And yes, the year has been wild, but we're still here. We're still kicking. And there are still things to be grateful for. So happy Day of Gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. I will talk to y'all next week. Happy Friday. Bye.